Several trade unions charge that the government is attempting to slash employees' gratuity payments.
They say that as a result, those retiring from the public service are at risk of being deprived of their gratuity payments.
According to statistics at the Department of Pensions, 25,000 civil servants retire annually. As per the present system, when a civil servant retires, he or she is entitled to 2 years' wages as a gratuity payment. The payment is made over a period of 10 years and is deducted from the pension interest-free. Trade unions charge that the government is attempting to change this system and is drawing up blueprints to make gratuity payments through state banks.
The banks will make these payments in keeping with their system. These are commercial institutions. The banks have a system for granting loans. The banks will charge interest. In addition, 2 persons have to sign as witnesses. There will be several such problems.
The Public Service Trade Union Alliance too convened a media briefing today to make clarifications on the matter.
The entire gratuity payment will not be taken back. It is only 58 to 60% that will be charged. When this is taken as a loan from the bank will definitely charge the entire amount. Allocations for gratuity payments are made through the pension fund. At this time, we have to question if the government has laid its hands on that fund. Several state banks were mortgaged in order for the government to secure loans from foreign banks. A policy was created to grant interest-free loans to 3,000 women. So these could be popular topics for the government, but the banks cannot bear this burden. Through entrusting the banks with something that should be done by the government, first the banks will fall in trouble, and secondly the pensioners will fall in trouble.
Gratuity payments have not been made for 13,200 civil servants since October last year. A sum of 7 billion rupees is required for this. The pension is not given as charity. Every civil servant makes a contribution for this from the day they start working. So where is the money we contributed? Suppose they decide to make the payments, can they pay 7 billion to 13,200 employees at once?
In recent times, the Pensions Department has been facing a major crisis because they do not have the funds to pay these debts. Thereby, we wish to inform civil servants that they have an opportunity to voice their opposition to this process undertaken by the government by casting their votes against the government during postal voting.
After working for so long, we find when we go home that we have no money to save. If we have debt repayments or other such payments along with the money that we receive, then we can live with the meager wage we receive.
The gratuity is one of the payments. We got a lot of things done with that money. So when this money is lost, we cannot do these things. People take loans to get a lot of things done and they pawn what they have for this. Then they wait for the gratuity to correct this.
However, the Director General of the Department of Pensions says that steps will be taken to make all gratuity payments that are in arrears by the end of April.
It has been difficult to make the gratuity payments for about 15,200 people on the due date. These people have been unable to receive their monthly benefits, that is, their gratuity payments. I believe the government has prepared the program needed to enable us to make these payments rapidly. Civil servants who have served the nation for 25 to 30 years will not face any disadvantage through this system. The country is progressing rapidly. Our labour force must accustom themselves to working with technology.
Journalists made inquiries regarding this matter at a media briefing convened by the UPFA today.
රාජ්‍ය සේවකයාට ලැබුණු කිසිම අයිතිවාසිකමක් තිබුණු එකක් හෝ ලැබුණු එකක් හෝ කප්පාදු කරන්න අපි කවදාවත් වැඩ කරපු ආණ්ඩුවක් නෙවෙයි.
We are not a government that has ever slashed or cut back on any entitlement that civil servants have had. The parties of the persons who are levelling these allegations may have sometimes been prepared to cut back on this. We are not like that. We are not a government that has ever worked to slash pensions or gratuity payments or any other entitlement. We are a government that has done something.
ඇත්තට වඩා නැත්තක් ගැන කතා කරනවා. රාජ්‍ය සේවකයෝ වෙනුවෙන් අපි කරලා තියෙන ප්‍රමාණය මම හිතන්නේ ආණ්ඩුවක් විසින් කරපු ලොකුම ප්‍රමාණය තමයි අපි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. රාජ්‍ය සේවකයේ විශ්‍රාම වෙනකොට අවසාන එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂ රජයකයි අවලංගු කරනවා.
The last United National Party government abolished the civil servants' pension when Ranil Wickremesinghe was Prime Minister. The President brought it back. There are some parties which not only took away the wages of the civil servants but also deprived them of the right to live. They abolished the pension payment. If this government did not collapse, then no one who enters public service today would have a pension.